the other day I wrote that I was grateful for my washer and dryer.
Yeah.
That sounds funny until you don't have a washer and dryer
Oh, yeah.
in your house, or you got it in your apartment complex that you got to share it with, and there's 3, and you got to share running water.
Yeah.
There's people in different parts of the world that got to walk 5 miles to a well to get water. And it's so always bring back, like, especially since we're talking about just start with simple things. You might have a hoopty car, like just a bucket. Guess what? That bucket is somebody, when you see somebody walking to work or waiting at the bus
Taking
stop,
the bus.
guess what? Your bucket is that person's dream. And that's the way you start. When you start seeing it like that, you start seeing life in a completely, you are no longer looking at, well, what I need to get that. No, you don't. You have everything that you need.
What I would challenge everyone to do, and speaking of gratitude before I go, that was number 3 on this list, but is go try one day and literally say thank you in your head or out loud for every little thing that day, right? And see how you feel. It could be like, you know what? I am thankful today that I even am able to shoot this podcast on my free time with a crew that is doing this for free because they have the same passion that I do, with a friend that was willing to come down. You know, I'm thankful that I get to live, you know what I mean? Like, really, really thank you. Like, whenever little things happen too, can you explain how you do that all the time? Because
well, I just like, okay, I'll put it to you like this, because I think this was the one thing that kind of really broke it down for me. There was somebody got a snippet and put it up on Instagram, and it was, I forgot who it was, but it was on Joe Rogan's podcast. And the guy was talking about, you know, when everybody is always looking for different, like the next thing, like I said, always, well, what that somebody that's really sick in the hospital, like you go to a cancer hospital, that guess what they want? They just want one thing, and that's to be healthy. And that's when I started changing into be just thankful for the smallest things, because your small thing is huge to somebody else. And that might sound cliche-ish, but
try it.
Try it.
Forget, I think we take for granted a lot of things. You know, when I was in the hospital last year, was it last year? It feels so long ago. Last year for 10 days, and I was in the hospital. I think like the 8th day, I was finally able to go outside and get fresh air. And I have never been thankful for fresh air as much as I was that. I was like, oh my God, like just to be able to be outside and have fresh air was just like, you forget that you take that for granted. When I came home from the hospital and I was just able to sleep in my bed and take a shower without a IV in my hand and without just take a shower, I was so grateful. You know what I mean? And those are the moments I think you like, you know what? Sometimes we go through life and we forget all that shit. We get like caught up in the hustle, bustle, whatever, when like, nah, let's make it very simple.
I mean, even like my dad, one time, I was talking to my dad, and it was like a night that was cold. And we talked, like, man, you know, it'd be hell to be homeless right now. And my dad mentioned my bed, or everybody's bed. And he called it, he used the term for it, like, that's a luxury. Dude, all of us don't think of it as a luxury, but yes, it is.
Yes.
And it was so, and it kind of just caught me the way he used that term. That's a luxury. It is. It's like, when I can't explain to you the amount, like the difference that you make by just being grateful for like